Hey, Dr. Kane, just going to give you a quick update as to the facet segmentation here. The last time we spoke, you had wanted to look at a different plane segmentation. In other words, pick points off in the sagittal plane here. So where I'm clicking on the mouse as we move back and forth here along that plane, pick this line along the edge. And so I've gone through and fixed that functionality so it works. And so I've already labeled each point. You'll notice that it's sparsely labeled, and they're kind of like lines here in this sagittal plane, the parasagittal plane here. And that's because the slice thickness in the axial direction is large, and so the length of this represents the slice thickness. And so you can't actually pick a point off, although that's kind of what we'd like to do. So that's kind of why it looks sloppy, but we'll just kind of go forward with it then from this point. So the last time we talked, you had kind of wanted me to isolate just the surface based on the parasagittal and then the axial cuts here. And what you're seeing here is one of those sections. You kind of see the right angle. And so we're kind of segmenting along this face. And so I've already done it. And like I said before, it's a bit of the software. I've already labeled a lot of these points. And so I'm going to save you the time here, and I'm just going to go through it. Okay. So I choose, in this case, I'm choosing the sagittal plane as my contour. So I'm going to create a line for each of these sagittal slices, create a line in the adjacent plane, and then join those lines to make a surface. And so I'm just going to use the default setting. So we have a sagittal, and we're making a spline within each surface, or parasagittal surface that is. I'm not going to do any resampling, and then I'm going to just do the default. So I'm going to create the surface, and it created it. So let's now go to view it, and here's the surface. It's a little bit choppy, I suppose. You can see these edges here. I'm gonna try in the future to kind of round these a bit more, but as of right now, that's kind of where it's at. So here's where it's at. We can kind of mess with some parameters if we'd like. So we could resample. Does a little bit different job here. You can see it's a little more streamlined. Still not very good, but so that's where things are at for now. So let me know what kind of questions you have. Let's talk about it, and thanks.